let's say one day you're eating out with the family, just having a good time, spending your whole day with them, thinking everything's gonna be fine. But out of nowhere, someone just comes, basically kidnaps you, and just puts you in a cage for basically their own entertainment and everyone else's. That's how most of these animals are taken to zoos when zoos first open, or how it is in general. Today, that's what I'm going to be talking about. Why zoos should be closed or animals should return to their natural habitat, and why it is unhealthy for the animal to be taken away from their home. The main topics I'm gonna go over is their health, the amount of stress they go through, and overall just how it is unhealthy for them. The main thing I want to go over is how animals are put in confined spaces. This is a main problem because it affects their health. On one of the study or websites, zoos cause animals for zoos cause animals more harm than good. It states that while zoos um, give you the impression that it is healthy for the animals, it is not, because they're put in confined spaces and overall affect the well-being. This is very important because animals are used to being out, roam free, having all the space they basically want. And when that is taken from them, they gain terrible habits, they get bored, they have nowhere else to go, they're basically stuck in the same area instead of exploring. And as they are stuck in the same area, this gives them massive amounts of stress dealing with people, and overall people just disturbing them. And that is another topic I want to go over, is the amount of stress that is put on the animal. On one of the websites on how does captivity affect wild animals, it states that scientists measured the chronic stress on animals, and which results in restricted movement, as I state, they don't have places to go, and contact with humans, and many other factors. So even though we think we are helping the animals, putting them in these areas and watching over them, it is not good for them mentally because they are not used to human interaction. They're used to being out alone and with their families, out being out with their families, playing, having fun, or enjoying their time with them. And when you put them in cages, it just makes them more stressful and basically making them suffer. So as I stated that they get stress, so it also states that the stress increases risk of health problems, and they have problems in reproduction. This is because the lack of energy the animals carry. They have um, they have no energy to do anything. They have no basically well-being. They're basically always known to be in one confined space, have nowhere else to go, and that's all the animals are thinking about. They're just basically stuck there. That's all they ever know. One of the causes for the problems is that animals are stripped away from their home. The way the animals are stripped from their home is most of the time their family members get killed or even put under anesthesia, drugged up, because they are trying to protect one of their own that they're taking. And on one of the websites, Stolen Lives, Animals Captured in Wild, it states that many of the animals are to be slaughtered whilst defending their infant from poachers. Animals are likely to experience significant amount of fear and distress to what they've been witnessing involved. So when they are taken to the zoos, the main thing they're thinking about is how they got there, which was by basically killing the family, and that puts a toll on one of the animals, because how would you feel if you got captured? The only way you got captured is by them killing the people you love, and you're forced to stay in a space and basically forced to trust people that are there to take care of you and make sure you're good and healthy. And as you live there, the animals, they see a lot of humans that they know they cannot trust because of the first interaction they had with them. So one of the ways to stop zoos or animal themed entertainment is by protesting against them, just not going to them. With the money they lose, they are forced to return the animals or take them away and keep them in their natural environment, which is where they belong. Another thing is, without the funds, like I stated, they're basically forced to take them back. So in conclusion, zoos are basically seen as animal cruelty. They do not have everything that an animal needs. They do not have the right environment. Overall, it's just very stressful and takes a lot on the animal. That is why zoos should be taken down or not even a thing.